Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to be testing out the new Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. If you can't already tell by the title, Huda Beauty recently came out with a new collection of eyeshadow palettes. They are the Haze collection palettes. She did have different shades and I only got one of them, which is the Khaki shade. So we're going to get right into that. Before we get into the video, if you are new to my channel, then welcome. If you are not new, thank you so much for coming back. Please be sure to click that subscribe button down below if you are not already subscribed, and also make sure you give this video a thumbs up too. This is going to be my first time testing out any Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes. I've actually never tried out any of her eyeshadows, so yeah, this is going to be a first. I haven't opened it yet, but this is what the packaging looks like if you are interested. And I don't know what the colours look like inside, so let's just open it up and see what it looks like. Wowza! Okay, this looks absolutely stunning. This is the eyeshadow palette. The camera is seriously not doing it any justice, but these shades are absolutely beautiful. Khaki, purple and greens are basically my favourite kind of eyeshadow shades to wear. Seeing as this is a khaki eyeshadow palette, this is the one that I decided to go for. I am going to swatch the eyeshadows on my hand just to see what the pigment is like. So these are the eyeshadow shades and they look absolutely unreal, honestly. The matte shades were so smooth and buttery. My swatching game is not 10 out of 10, but the whole point is for you to be able to see what these shades look like, and they are absolutely stunning. So I'm really excited to get into these eyeshadows and see how they apply on my eyes. Okay, so first things first, we need to prep our eyes. I've recently been using the Revolution Ultimate Eye Base. This is in the shade medium. I do also have the P. Louise eyeshadow base, but I actually like the way the Revolution one feels on my eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and use this instead. Eyes are done. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do to my eyes. I really want to use as much of these shades as possible, so I'm kind of tempted to do like a halo, which I absolutely just love doing. I just think it complements my eyes really well. So I'm going to do something a little bit simple today. I'm first going to start off with this khaki shade right in the middle. Wow, okay. It's pretty pigmented for a khaki shade. Okay, so I've just brought you guys in a little bit closer, and that khaki shade, as I mentioned, is actually looking pretty good. There is quite a bit of kickback in the pan when I'm tapping into the shadows, but I think that just makes for a more pigmented eye look, to be honest. But yeah, so far I really like the way that khaki shade looks. I am going to do some type of halo eye. I want to use as much of these shades as possible, but yeah, there is a darker shade than this khaki one, so I'm going to put that like on the far outer corner of the eyes, and I'm just going to connect that on the top just ever so slightly. So I'm now going to go into this darker shade on the outer corner of my eyes. I just want to build up the depth of these shades, which is why I started off with the khaki. To be honest, this other shade is not that much deeper, but it will make every bit of difference. And just going back with that khaki shade, I'm just merging that khaki shade into that deeper shade that we've just placed there. So I'm just smoothing out that deeper shade with the same brush that I used for the khaki shade, which is just going to look a little bit less harsh. Not much needs to be done, just ever so slightly. So that's looking a lot smoother than it was before, and I'm just going to build up that darker shade a little bit more on the outer corner. It's basically just a case of going back and forth until I get my desired blend. Okay, so because I have hooded eyes, I've brought that eyeshadow up a little bit more, so when I open my eyes, if you just have a look, it does sit above my crease. So just to blend that out, I'm going to go in with this shade here first to begin with, and then after that I will use this shade. Oh, shade is actually more pigmented than I thought it would be. So I'm just kind of using this to kind of diffuse and blend that upper crease area, but I will go in with that lighter brown shade just to make it a bit more softer. I'm going to use a bigger fluffy brush for that, and just, I don't have a lot of lid space, so sometimes it is a bit hard to kind of want to go as high as I like to go. I am using a wide fluffy brush, so it's really just gonna give us a wash of that shade, but also give a nice blend on the upper crease area. So you can see now how nice and blended that looks. But of course, the deeper shades have blended out a little bit too much for my liking. So I'm just going to go back in and continue to build that up. Okay, so for the Spotlight shade, I'm going to go with this shade here. It really spoke to me when I swatched it. So the flat fluffy brush is really not doing much with that eyeshadow shade. If I wanted a wash of that colour, it would have worked perfectly, but I need a synthetic brush. So I'm just going to quickly change my brush. Okay, so this brush should be a little bit better. It's a flat synthetic brush, but it will definitely pick up that shade a lot better. There you go. Oh, that looks so good. I love that colour. Obviously your fingers will actually apply the colours a lot better. Just to give us a nice smooth blend, I'm going to go back in with that Khaki matte shade and just add that right here. You can see what a difference that's already made, and this shade is really pigmented, so I'm not going in with too much of that. I want to finish off the other eyes first, so I'm going to quickly do that and I will be right back. I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the shade Tan. I've absolutely been loving this bronzer, if you can't already tell by my previous videos. And I did cream contour as well, so might look a little bit different in this video to other videos. Haven't used this for a while, so I'm going to go in with the Maui Nights bronzer. This is the Maui Nights Becca bronzer, and I like to use this as a blusher, just a little bit. Sometimes it does pay to have higher end products. For my inner corner, I've decided I'm actually going to go in with this shade here, which is kind of like a pink lilac shade. This shade, I think it's going to be just a little bit too similar to what's already on my eyes, and I don't want to go in with this shade because it's not what I'm going for today, so we are sticking with this shade here. And I'm using like a flat synthetic brush to do this as well. So this is the eye look today. Okay, so pretty happy with how that's looking. Just to add a tiny bit more depth, I am going to go in with that dark chocolate shade. Just ever so slightly, just literally a little bit. I'm just going to quickly do my mascara, my eyebrows and my lashes, and I will be back in a hot minute. Absolutely love how my contact lenses complement this eye look really well. But anyways, all the information will be down in the description bar down below. Look at that glow, just look at that glow. I love it. And the blusher has slightly worn out, so it doesn't even look like I have a blush on, but I actually like this look right now. I think the tones go really well with the lip and the eye, and that purple iridescent pink shade just gives it a different vibe, so pretty happy with it. I really hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions and review of this eyeshadow palette. And yeah, that's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below, and make sure you check out some of my previous videos. I will leave them here on the screen for you, so make sure you check that out, and hopefully I will see you all in my next one. Bye.